Okay, I'm back. I must apologize to you, Chad, because I'm not in a very great state of mind, and it showed. I should have not run away as quick as I did, despite dying on Juxa. That was a mistake of mine, but those kind of things will happen and has. 3, 2, 1, go. So, this is normal, this is okay. I just need to be careful about it. So, another try at Phantasy Star Marathon Run. Maybe I should have eaten before doing that. But whatever. Ooh. Thank you, Silver Hedgehog, for the load of luck. That will most assuredly help me. To answer your question, first of all, uh, it's not necessarily strange given that they probably wanted us to be able to use Earth and test around a bit of the skills. But you do raise a good point. As for the additional experience, no, that is not a thing, alas. So there's that. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about this little period of silence. So, game is really mean today. This is a fairly unforgiving game. A lot of things can go wrong and will go wrong pretty early if you are not careful. That is true for any speedrun, so this is not much of a problem, but it's especially more true with this game, I feel. Apologies. Right. Everybody, stay back. Boom. That is the power of. Alright. Let's see what Bird Valley has in store. Hello, Jerry Kendra. I hope you are having a great day so far, and I hope that the remainder of your day goes as well, or even better. How are you doing? Some very good encounters early on. The only thing that is sad is that Han is not benefiting from such good fights. Game definitely didn't like you doing your D, Russ. Yeah, that's an unforgiving game. Make one mistake and you can go game over pretty quick. Hopefully this won't happen. We'll be taking a few extra steps to make sure that it won't happen. For example, I will remain in this cave and get to level 5. No barrier caster. Oh boy. That makes for a rough start indeed. Laser barrier. Ah, okay, yeah, right. You're talking about the randomizer. There we go. Okay. Chance level 5. That's a good question. Alright, so we being at level 5 means extra safety for the upcoming dungeon. Dum 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 ba ba dum bum ba ba ba. And now we trigger what I affectuously call the Falcon Punch. Falcon Punch. Okay. Nice. So now the idea will be that we go through Tunnelway's basement to get the outline. In this route, it's relatively safer to do so. We have Grill that stand at the front of our party. He has pretty good defensive gear. Not extremely good, but still good enough so that we can fathom going through this area without losing all of our party member. That is not to say it will never happen though. Hello Flam, I hope you're having a great day so far, and I hope that the remainder of your day goes as well, or even better. How are you doing? Once we get the outline, we'll be getting out of here, never coming back, alas, and going back to Zima to cure everybody from the stone status. Now, okay, bye Chaz. Okay, This is fine. The carrion crawler is very annoying to meet in this cave. They have a skill called Thread. If they successfully land it on either Grizz or Alice, that can mean a few run failures because it will lower our agility, which is pretty much one of the main stats that the game check if we are successfully running away. Back to Zima, entering the city and freeing everybody of their stone statues. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, so this is the second time we meet the Glanova. Like before, he is vulnerable to Earth, but also to insta-death skills. So that is something we'll try to use. Like that. Yay! That makes for a quick and easy battle. We take those when they happen. Alright, so the only drawback currently is that Han is level 2. That is not very good. Nope, no circlet. I want 2 graphite shields. There we go. Hello Pojo, I hope you're having a great day today, and I hope that the remainder of your day goes as well, or even better. How are you doing? You want Han dead and Grizz. Yeah. Well, Han dead is not necessarily something that we want to happen, because we still need him to learn what. And believe me, Grizz doesn't stand a chance against the might of our favorite ninja, Pojo. So that's not something that will happen. Yeah, so we are on our way to get to the bottom of the Bird Valley. In this bioplant, there is a very good chance that things can go wrong, of course, and we don't want that to happen. So that's why we have shifted our equipment to Alice. Alice has better armor and she has 2 shields, meaning by that she will take very little damage from a lot of those enemies. And that will give us a fairly better chance at surviving this dungeon. Of course, we still need to run away successfully. And once that does not happen, that could be... Wow! Oh, now that's annoying. Oh, just as I was about to heal Alice. Alice needs to remain alive. Can also throw... that's not necessary. Chaz is now dead as well. Good floor overall. There we go. Alright, so we're now meeting Rika. Rika is the MVP of Phantasy Star 4. She has very good attack power, she has very good skills, and very good healing technique. So she will be a centerpiece on this run. Oh, Toriak? Nope, I haven't seen it. Holmes rarely stream when I'm able to see it, so that's why. Sorry, I haven't seen. Okay, cotton block. That's a funny one. So now that we have Rika, we'll be proceeding with the game. We need to get to the Eels Ford. Of course, there are two ways to go to get there, either by the front door or the back door. The problem with the front door is that there are quicksands, and quicksand cannot be crossed yet. So we'll have to find the back door. And that is why we will be going back to Ido, so that we can find this back door and get there. The problem is the back door, of course, is heavily guarded as well, so that may be harder than we think it is. So, State Order, Grizz, Alice, Chaz, Rika Han. Yeah, that fits. So, equip Chaz, Ceramic Sword, and this roll. The reason I did this is I want Han to get a few levels in before we actually do our setup. He needs to learn what? Pretty soon. If we encounter Infant Worm, that is a fight I'm willing to take. Otherwise, we make a quick stop at the inn here, and in this game, the inn is pretty much a full heal on everybody. Restore status, so that is very useful. Breakage time. Why are we here? This is an optional dungeon. We are here to get a few levels for Rika, as well as some pieces of equipment that will help her in the short and long term. We will fight a few battles. Those battles will be only against Neo Whistles, because the Warren are actually a very big problem to us. Attack, attack, and attack. Uh-huh. Okay. What? Two boy attack. Yep. Wait. What? Two boy attack. Attack. This is fine. Attack, attack. What? Attack? Yeah. And res. What? Attack. I want you to do foy. Attack. Yep. Now reorder Grizz Alice on Wicked Chaz. There we go. So what we have just done is set up some macro. The macro system is very good. It's a system that will allow us to give the game a recipe on how the turn order will be set for our character. The game will then slide in the enemy's battle, and if we are lucky, things will go according to what we want them to go. That will also gives us a little benefit, that is being able to set up some very... Oh, please, stop missing. Some very interesting and unique skill combination that can end up in special attacks. One of those setup, for example, is a Tri Blaster. Tri Blaster takes both fire, laser, and ice element, mix them together into a laser attack. Laser is definitely an element in this game, and it will do that damage to everybody. So that's a very good system. You will see throughout the run how it will go. Alright. You usually want to get out of the brigade with at least Rika and Chaz to level 4. That's a bare minimum. You can get a better level, but it's not a necessity. You don't have to push to get Chaz or Rika to level 5 actually. That being said, any extra levels you can get once you get to this point will be helpful because the next area, the passageway, can be very threatening to our party. There we go. Now we sell the ceramic knife. We buy a ceramic helm. Despite the name, the armor and equipment actually are not that bad. Why I'm saying this? Well, you expect graphic and ceramic to be a little bit weak and not necessarily very hard material, but somehow in the game that's not the case. You take what you get. So update our equipment. Next, we telepipe out of here to Ido, not Nadia. Now you see, that will be a problem. Or not. That will mean a little bit longer walk until we get to the passageway. And you may encounter some infant worm on the way there. Wild. All right. Good job, Adam. So we will get some merge slug. The merge slug are actually meta slugs, and they are strong, of course, but they pay very well. Oh, by Alice. Now that's a little bit of a problem. That will make the remainder of this grind a little bit harder. Not to say very much harder. Because foil is actually a very decent technique to have this early. Alright, so defend, 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 and swing. Next, macro B. You should not have missed that. Alright, so I want you to attack. I want to... wait. Just need to do... this one then. Oh boy. Alright. I guess... Ooh. Nice. We got it nonetheless. Alright, to Rika. Next, let's try a little bit of healing there. Rika should be... yeah, she's free from her paralysis. No, it's not a king slime. Because a king slime is a very rare enemy that runs away very fast, and in this game that's not the case. The metal slugs is a fairly fairly common enemy in this place, and you want to meet them prepared. Now, finishing the grind with only 2 characters is possible, but it's a stretch. We need to find slugs, we need not to have random encounters like those, and we need them to be dead as soon as possible. Ah, Rika, you only had 1 job and you failed. Rika is able to effectively kill a slug, but it's a little bit hard. Okay. Oh boy. You know what? This is fine. We want Rika and Chaz to be at least level 8. That way they will be very well seated to fight against the Sandworm, which is the first sub-boss that we'll be doing. Good job, Rika. Nice, you missed. You have pretty good qualities, but this guy should die now. No paralysis. Dang. Don't kill her. Dang. Feels like the game read me. Yeah, good job. Come on, Chaz. Hit it. Good job. Double slash and crosscut. Good amount of damage. Nice. And we want to finish this. There we go. So now the grinding is done. Right? Mine. There we go. So now we're set. We have a meeting scheduled against the Sandworm. I'll be counting damage once again, so let's roll. We want to shift Chad to Saner and what? That's a bad opener. 4, 5, 5 and 7, 12, let's say 13. Shift, you will res, what? Okay. 13. Ooh. 20. Alright, so let's go with that. 32, 34. Oh. 44, 48, 49, 51. Let's go. 63, 64, 66 by Han. That is unfortunate. 71, 74, 76, 78. Oh boy, 78 plus 8, 86. Attack, I want you to do Foy, I want you to use the wood gain to do crosscut and attack. Okay, I completely forgot where I was headed with that. That is not a problem. Need Chaz to remain alive a little bit longer. Please spare him, would you? Good job. No. Attack. Res on yourself. Could you please leave her alone? Thank you. Fine. You know, you can also hit Chaz. It's allowed by the law. So now the idea is that we want Rika to finish the job by herself, like that. Should be benefiting from a lot of experience coming from this guy, and now that she's strong, she will be our main powerhouse through the rest of the game. So that experience boost is very much needed to sit the rest of the run. There we go. So now we put Alice in the very back row. The reason we do so is that Alice will be very helpful on the next boss coming up shortly. Zeo's Fort. Our objective here is to climb to the top of the fort where our friend Demi is currently being held. On the way there, we'll have to fight a boss battle against a spellcaster named Juza. Can be pretty mean unless you do the recipe correctly, which I sometimes forget to do, in fact. I'm human. I'm only human after all. Yeah. Yeah. I really like that song. That and many others. Oh. That's a pretty good fort. Alright, so Rika equipped the ceramic mail and the laser claw. State under Grizz, Chaz on Rika Alice. Hello Juza, for once we are in full health. So we'll be doing a lot of damage to you. Want you to do the Saner and shift on Rika. This is perfectly fine. We want Rika, like in the previous boss fight, to survive and do most of the battle by herself. Good crit. Double slash. Less ideal. So, Jirel on yourself. For those who are Dragon Quest fans, Jirel is pretty much like a heal more. So we heal Rika when she's under 50 hit point. Other than that, we pretty much fight on. At under 50, the boss has a pretty good chance of killing her. Above that, she should be fine. We also like Juza to do a lot of foil attack on us, which is the fire attack, because that is an attack from which Rika will have very good resistance, and she should have a much better chance of surviving this one. He's probably 1 or 2 attacks away from dying. Nice crit, there we go, good job. So at this point what we do is heal Rika once again. We update our equipment, graphic suit, ceramic shield. Chaz re-equip that. Han, I want you to have this. The reason why we do so with Han is that the leather shield will be very useful to keep a spot in our inventory. And Alice is very much faster that way. Oh, another party member. That will make the rest of the run much easier. Unless he's not nice, but tell me, chat. Is Zio an evil guy? In my opinion, he's rather an emo, angsty, misunderstood teenager. I may be wrong on that though. Okay, this looks like a very bad battle, so let's run away. Uh-oh. What? Oh. Oh, well, I don't like this. Oh boy. Well, guess we're dead. Uh-oh. Hey! I removed everything from you. It was to be faster. So, side note. There's nothing you can do in this battle. Every attacks, every physical will do only 1 damage, every techniques will do 0, and skills will do 0. So it's not possible to win this one, and after 4 rounds he will always do his black wave on Chaz. So that is why. Alright, so now we have some additional information that Rune, the spellcaster who was with us earlier, is probably in the Far East and will be getting a vehicle pretty soon to help us across the huge gap of terrain that lies not beneath, but between us. Alright, so the first step is to go right here, and then we'll enter this place. Just need to be careful because the layout into the areas are sometimes confusing. You grab the control key, you step on the healing pad, and then you get your Land Rover. Ba-da-bam bam bam ba-dam bam ba-da-bam bam bam ba-dam bam. Oops. Alright, so we'll be using the Land Rover to go to the east, avoiding all of the battle. When you fight with a vehicle, it's the vehicle against the enemy. The vehicle, of course, has usually very strong attack and skills, but the drawback is that if the vehicle dies, it's pretty much game over. There we go. Dun down down da dum. Alright, so we are at the far eastern city of Termi, where we'll be selling a lot of stuff. Leather helm, white mantle, leather cloth. No, we keep the shield. The shield is an important piece of equipment, not because it is good, but because it keeps a row in our inventory near the top, and we'll be using that later on. We sell pretty much everything else. Now, there we go, headgear, impactor, we sell the titanium armor, and that's it. We get 1 Psy crown and 2 Psy shields. There we go. We update Rika's helmet, and lastly to the pipe out of Termi. Next, Land Rover. We'll go right beside here, safety save, entering the Ladia Tower. This is a your fairly standard tower in this game. We have, I think, 6 floors to climb, with a pretty good array of monsters and a lot of very interesting chests. Through this run, we'll be getting only 2 of them. Sorry, I stand corrected. 3 of them. Alright. You win. Disrupt. Everybody else attack. Yes. Now state alert, Grizz, Demi, Rune, Ricochet. Update Rune to get 2 shields. And we roll. No. We get the Frayed Mantle, that is a very good equipment upgrade for Rune, as well as 2 chests and that are located on this floor actually, but we cannot reach them unless we go 1 floor higher. Is it this floor? Ah, no, the next floor. Sorry. Ouch! That's what you don't want to see. At least, Chaz is not there. Alright, so Demi will pretty much be useful early on. She has the Magic Power skill. That's an E skill that will allow us to... yeah, we are getting a grand total of 4 chests. 1 forced and 3 optional, but very much useful to the run. What I want to say, I don't remember. Alright. We're doing battle against the Hunt. That is not a forced battle. We're only doing so because it's a good safety caution against... ah yeah, I remember what I was saying. Against the enemies. So, we'll be using Demi as a safety net for the upcoming boss battles in plural form. The reason being that she has the Magic Power skill, which is a neat skill that do an AoE healing on everybody and also can revive dead characters. So if Chaz dies anytime on the way to the top, we'll be using Magic Power. But if only Grizz is dead by the time we reach the top of this tower, oh, this is so sad. Alright, so we are at the top. We just need to get there. There we go. We do a little bit of healing. And we're set. Let's go. No need to revive Grizz, as anyway we want him to die against the lasagna. That is what I call a virtuously this boss. Now the 3 characters that will remain alive should be Rune, Rika, and Chaz. G-Watt, Yudu Saner, and Crosscut. Good damage, barrier up, that's good news. Okay, what will you do? Bye Demi, this is perfectly fine. Since Demi is out, now we want Chaz to defend himself, because he's a little bit more exposed and we want him to survive. G-What? Do you have shift? No. That's where you learn it. Hello Chachis, I hope you're having a great day today. And I hope that the remainder of your day goes as well, or even better. How are you doing? Better than Demi's day. Feels like a practice for the next boss battle. Good. As you can see, I don't mind him going physical on Chaz, because Chaz still has a good defense. That is based on the idea that Chaz is actually fast enough to go on defense mode. because the boss can still outturn Chaz. And that is a risk in this boss battle. That was a pretty good battle. Alright, short break, be back in a minute. We have definitely used the wood cane and it's working as intended. This is fine. So we are here to do a little bit of equipment update. Nothing major, we just want to buy an additional Psy Shield that will be given to Rika. Psy Shield instead of the Ceramic Sword. Ceramic Shield, what am I saying? And then we're back to gallery. Safety save before going down. Underneath this place is Nervous, one of the major hub in this game. By Grizz, this is fine. That is less fine. Run failure against those guys is meh, very meh. Now that we have the Psycho one, we can open the way there and we'll be entering Nervous. That was weird. Oh, also need to do something. We set up a few macros. So Grizz will be using the Psycho one. I want you to do Barrier, Gifoy, Saner, and the Crosscut. There we go. Rika will be doing G-Res, Rune, Gifoy, Tsu. Next, Double Slash, Gifoy, Tsu. There we go. Alright, so we'll be running away from pretty much everything save for a few battles. For example, if we encounter any Tarantella, we will fight them because solo Tarantella like those, Rune can kill them in one shot with his new one spell. So that's why we take those battles. Also, we'll be on the lookout for any combination of three and more tech user and the old guard, as our macro H will be able to do short work of them. So those are pretty much easy battles that we'll be taking. Other than that, no need for us to remain any longer. I cannot say for Phantasy Star 3 because it's been probably 30 years or so that I've played this game, so I don't recall any of it. That was a pretty rough fight, actually. Bum 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 bum. Maybe someone else can answer for you for that. But like I said, wasted barrier. That's not bad. Since we have a lot of those. The Satyr is a little bit annoying though. We want to keep Rika's TP as high as possible. So yeah, Chaz is dying. Is that a problem? No, because like I announced earlier, we'll be using a Demi to actually set us up back in good shape right before the ending of this dungeon. Come on, guys. Recap. Thank you. Good job. Rune has learned Reaver. That's a very good technique that allows us to revive our fallen comrade. But that is not something we will use yet. There we go. Just do a little bit of healing. I say a little bit because we don't care about Grizz. As long as he's alive to brandish the Psycho one to use it, after that, he's useless. Alright, time to get our vengeance then. If you don't use the Psycho one, Zio will then begin doing black waves against your party and insta-kill you, so that will be pretty much advisable not to do so. Jifoy, I need you to do D-ban and additional crosscut. Corrosion, this is fine. Use Monomate on him. Shift yourself and there we go. You will Jerez yourself too. Ouch! So the only ones that should survive this battle are Rika and Rune. As soon as Rika falls under 95 hit point approximately, we heal her. Otherwise, we can use a double slash because it's reasonably safe to do so. Now, Rune could survive another black wave being sent at him, but Rico, wow! Zio also has a very nasty attack, this one, that can do a lot more damage. So that's why we'll heal him if he's ever hit with either a black wave or the strange solo attack. The OST of this game is probably one of the highlights of this game. That and the macro systems is very much what gives the charm of this game, and the artistic direction was pretty spot on for a game of this generation. Alright, so Jifoy, and I want you to use a Monomate on Rune. Use the Wood Cane on yourself. This is fine. Wood Cane on him. Ouch. Use a Diamate. Wow. There we go. Alright, so to make sure that Batavia actually survives, Demi has unplugged herself directly through Nervous, and she's now maintaining the planet by herself, meaning that we have effectively lost our friendly bopping android. But this is fine because very soon we'll be meeting another android, the maker or destroyer of runs. Alright, so luckily in this game, each spacebar has a healing pad that is available for us. So that gives a little bit of respite to our party. And this is Reiko's favorite soundtrack. That was relatively short-lived, but that's life. Alright, so grabbing a little bit of equipment upgrade here and there. We get the plasma field, which is one of the best shield that you can get in this game. And we say hello to Ren, maker or destroyer of run, because he will be a permanent party member. He has access to the barrier skill, which is a nice magical defense boost to our party, but he's slow. And that is a problem because as the game goes on, the more and more the bosses will have access to very dangerous spells and skills that can be attenuated if Ren is alive and does his job. If that's not the case, well, we're free. Plasma Claw and Ceramic Shield. Chaz equip the Plasma Field and the Psy Shield. Next we do some macro. So Ren attack rune does Gra. There we go. Next rune will do Yuan, Flare, 2 and attack. Yes. Next we Inus. That brings us back at the beginning of this dungeon, and we go to Q-Ran, where lies the problem to this Algo Solar System. What's happening? I swear this happens every time. I've done. Oh. Okay, so this guy has destroyed the engine, and we're now on the course to crash land. Yoo-hoo! So, hello, I would like to introduce you to the true space pose. Sorry. The true space pose of this galaxy, Raja. Raja is the archetype of a priest. As such, he has extremely good healing techniques and healings and support skills, but the drawback is that he has relatively poor offense. And that is why, since we'll have pretty solid healing by the end of the game, we won't choose Raja. Raja is actually very fine for a casual playthrough, as it will give you a safety net to survive to Profound Darkness, but there will be an alternative that we'll be exploring soon enough. In the meantime, though, Raja will accompany us and will be using his skills to help us through this run. It's a feeling I have, and my feelings are always good, get it? Well, to be honest, I never got it. It's probably a translation issue, but alright. So, like I said earlier, this game does very well in teaching you what you need to do. If you want to have information, you go where the information flow, in this game, the tavern. So, putting Raja in the front row, we remove everything from him, we update Rune's helmet, and the silver mantle, and we Ryuka to Ruyan. Next, Land Rover, and we go to Tide. You want to avoid taking any battle on this planet with the Land Rover, because a few of them can effectively destroy you, and the Land Rover is not strong enough, despite his skills and his stat, to withstand a long battle here. Alright, so we're on our way to find a new space ship. We can take this battle, because like the Tarantula, those guys can pretty much die one shot to human, and they will give a relatively decent amount of experience point for the time we spend there. Job done. The hangar is not a very dangerous place unless you are extremely unlucky, but this never happens. Wow, what was that split? Oh, 118. Okay, not 180. I was looking at something else. Alright, before going back to Q-Run, we actually go back to Motavia, because we'll be redeeming our Sandworm subquest and taking another one to get additional experience point. So, Tech, Rune, Ryuka to Idol. Alright, next we take the next subquest, which is the Fissure of Fear. and we go back to mountain. In this area, we'll be entering a place, a cavern that has newly formed underneath the city, where our job will be to rescue a child. There we go. If you go to the left, you will end up with stairs that gets you out of this cave. We go to the right to solve this mystery. And we'll be fighting a fracked ooze, which is a beefed up version of the meta slugs that we found and farmed earlier. The idea here is that we want Raja to be able to do his blessing. If he does so, that will help us. If he doesn't, we'll be able to do stuff anyway. Oh, good job. Now we want Raja to die very fast. That was quite a hit. G-Res, Flare, G-Watt, you will do double slash and 2. So at this point, we try to run away. Oh, please. Good job. And we finish this. That way Raja will not leech any experience point while the other reaping the reward. Now that it is done, we are set to go to Q-Run. Innes. We equip Ren with the pulse laser. Ryuka to category. Like I said earlier, luckily in every spaceport there is a healing pad, safety save, and we go to Q-Run. So through Q-Run we want Chaz to get to level 17. If he does so, he will learn the Gitu technique, which is a light attack, but a beefed up version. And at this point we have a number of rounds that we need to do to successfully defeat Dark Force 1. So the question is, will Chaz get to level 17 by the time we reach him? Given that we haven't had a single fight up to now, that seems unlikely. And we don't take fight against the command ball, as those guys can be deadly. Okay, game. I want some fights. Some decent one. Not command ball. Come on. Wow. That is very weird. We don't take the fight against the command ball, as the command ball itself is pretty hard to beat, and those fight does not pay very well, so that's why. Raja's still alive, he's leeching a lot of experience point. Oh, you cannot use G-Res on an android. Only specific skills dedicated to androids or few spells are able to heal them. So usually you want Raja to die very early, so that experience point is spread through the character that counts, but the game has decided to give me my very best stroll through these parts. Alright, so Chaz at least is level 16. 16 mean that it will take just a little bit longer to defeat Dark Force 1. So we do this and that. We equip Fragmental, Psy Shield, and Psy Circlet. Next, we bring back Raja. Raja will do SAR twice. There we go. State Order Chaz, Ren, Rune, Rika, Raja. And we do Macro A, which is very much a contingency plan in case something goes very well. Saner. There we go. Now we're set, and we have a chat with a very slimy enemy, Dark Force 1. So since we have Chaz to level 16 only, that will take 8 rounds of unbridled aggression to do. Let's count together. Flare, you will do Jiwata, you will do Sailor, and I want you to do Blessing. Oh, I should have done Barrier. Round number 1. This is very fine. This was not fine. So what I need to do now, recover. I want you to do a river. What happened? Double slash and miracle. Round number 2. Okay. Barrier this time. Round number 3. Round number 4. Round number 5. Yeah. Round number 6. Recover. Round number 7. A high amount of burst rocket. And round number 8. So you will heal him. You will do Ataraxia. Ataraxia is a very nice skill, as it's the only skill in the whole game that is able to restore TP. So that's why we very much like this skill. Okay, so now defend, you can do that. You can do double slash, and I want you to heal Chaz. Now we want the other 3 party member, that is Rune, Rika, and defend. You can do a Jiwat, you use that, and Ataraxia. We want Rune, Rika, and Raja to die, so that Chaz and Ren will be able to reap in the experience. This time Psy Shield, Plasma Claw, and use the Psy Shield. Pretty much any AoE will be able to finish this fight. There we go. Somehow Chaz is very slow though, and that could be a problem. Wow. There we go. Hello Reinzer, I hope you're having a great day so far, and I hope that the remainder of your day goes as well, or even better. How are you doing? Alright, so now we need to remove everything from Raja, re-equip the Psy Circlet and a Psy Shield, and then we use Shaz to get out of this to go back to Desalis. Not exactly, rather it's because when I did my marathon submission, the submission that I put was very much not to my liking. There was a lot of problems and the video rendering was very bad. So it's not to say that this was the reason Phantasy Star 4 was not picked, but I feel like doing a proper submission with something that is visually more appealing would give me a better chance of this game being selected in any other marathon. Alright, so we made it to me. It's good. And now maybe we'll be witnessing the superpower of Raja. Not only is he a space pope, he also has a very neat skill that we won't see, alas. He's able to pass through wall. And also fall sick, but that is completely unrelated. Alright. So we take the Ice Digger to get to the Garbeck Tower outskirts, where we'll pick another party member, which is Kira. And Kira is second best in a lot of fields. Second best healer of the game, second best spellcaster of the game, and we don't talk about her physical attack because anyway we never use it. But the fact that she's second best means that she'll be much more able to assist than, for example, Raja would be able to do, because since she has pretty good healing skills and techniques, she'll be able to heal and do a bit of damage with her spells, and she's relatively fast. So all of this to get come together makes for a better ally than Raja could be. So that is why we pick her. Apologies. Heidegger. Dum, 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 dum. Right, so like I said earlier, there's a few enemies battle that you need to be wary of if you are driving a vehicle on Desolus. For example, the big lasagnas that you just saw, if they come in trio, you are better off killing them rather than trying to run away from them, because usually 3-run failure ends up in an instant death, so that's not something very funny to see. Alright, so we are on our way to get a very big revelation. The fact that Rune is actually a 1,000-year-old spellcaster. Rune has access to what is stored in the little ball here. It is the memory and the knowledge of Lutz, which is one of the protagonists of the first Phantasy Star. So basically, the wizard managed to seal his knowledge, memories, and so on into this ball, and every once in a while, when the chosen one appears, he will gain access to this data. And in this occasion, Rune is the chosen one. And Rune's goal is to travel through the galaxy to help the Algo solar system. There we go. Rune equip the reflect robe, and then we do some macro setup. There we go. Rune will do a Jigra Ram attack. Rika will do disrupt. Ren attack. Kira Flyly. Rune. Flyly and Chaz attack. Yeah, macro G. Rune does Jigra, Chaz, slash. Ren attack. Kira does Ra and Rika attack. And lastly, this one. Yuan. G4 flare attack. There we go. Now we re-got to minis, and we use the Ice Digger to get to Gunbius Temple. Little mistake. So this is another of those battles you need to be wary of. Because those guys, when they come in 2 rounds, they can damage very badly your vehicle. That is why it is usually safer to simply dispatch this battle rather than try and run away from it. Alright, so now we get our hands on the Eclipse Torch, which will allow us to enter the Garabek Tower freely with no problem, eh? Ah, gosh. I'm complaining because I'm Usually expecting this to go freely and those guys appear and now we'll have to chase them through the galaxy. What a bother. Alright. Now, dude, we make a stop here to update our equipment for two characters, Chaz and Rika. We need to sell a lot of stuff, so plasma dagger. Alright. Nope, we keep this one. Laser clock can go. Plasma rifle can go, yeah. Silver rod. Oh, I forgot to take the napalm shot. This is not a big problem. Silver mantle. Laco rod. Sold you. Huh? I'm kind of confused. Okay. Now that it's done, we need to go back here and get... Oh, that's right, I forgot to pick the napalm shot, that's why. So 2 suits of reflect mail, that will be enough. Now Chaz equip reflect mail and ceramic sword, Rika reflect mail, Kira equip the plasma field and the plasma shield. Is it what I put on her? Plasma field, psi shield, that's good. Ryuka out of Jude, and we use the ice digger to get to the weapon plan. Dum 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 dum. Alright, so our idea here is that since we are upgrading everybody's equipment, we also need to upgrade Ren's gear. And that is why we are here. Normally, you would get into this area a little bit later, and you will fight battle up until you got to 11,000 Mazita. That will give you a good cushion to face off for the rest of the run. In this case, what we are trying to get is we'll get Ren's equipment as fast as possible and then we'll get out, because we have an additional stop to make somewhere. That additional stop will be more than enough to fill in our wallet with some stuff. Ouch! Oh. Bum 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 dum dum dum. Youch! Oh, red. Now, what's neat about Kira's skill is that it can also work on Android. That's a healing spell. One of the rare things that are very good. So that's why Medis is one of the best skills you can get in this game for healing purpose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Equipment, equipment, equip. Oh, right. We really need to get 11,000 Mazita here, so we'll be doing so. Please stop killing Bran, thank you. So the reason why we grind here for 11,000 Mazita is that we'll pretty soon switch over to Zosa. At this point, we'll be getting a nice new robe for Kira and a weapon that will help us in an upcoming boss battle. The reason why Chaz does very low damage is that he has the ceramic sword here. Normally in the any route we will give him the Leiko sword, which is a much better weapon than what he has currently, by far. But hello the Captain, I hope you are having a great day so far. And I hope that the remainder of your day goes as well, or even better. How are you doing? Ah, that should be enough. There we go. Oh, Rune is dying. What a nightmare. Well, yeah, Ogre Battle, and I'll probably be submitting that game as well. Hence why I'm currently doing this run. Since Rune is dying, we'll have to use the inn. Forgot to do a little something. Remove the reflect robe. There we go. Now we sell stuff. We sell the reflect robe, spaced armor, and ceramic gear. There we go. Now we buy one Fanta robe and we'll be getting the flame sword. We equip that to Kira. And we go back to Zosa. Faster that way. Now, we use the ice digger to go here. And we redo some stuff. First of all, we redo this macro. Ren will attack, Rika will use the flame sword that we just got there. Rune, Flyly, Kira, Flyly, and oh, that works. Okay. Next state, we safety save and we enter here. So the idea here is that we'll be spending quite a bit of time. The main objective is to get Rika to level 28. Doing so will give her a very comfortable cushion for the upcoming bosses battle. Alright, so first of all, need to remove also, I need a plasma field. So you'll be giving me reflect, there we go, so I'll be doing that, yes. So Rika equip the plasma field and the reflect shield. And next we continue. This one should do. Please don't kill Jazz. Alright, so here we're doing a little bit of safety grinding for the upcoming bosses. And we do so by making sure that some character gets a lot more experience than what they do usually through this run. So we'll be grinding out until we reach a certain level for Rika and a certain level for the other characters. We need to get Rune to level 26, and we need to get Rika to level 31. Bum 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 bum. Bye, Kira! Wow. Solo owl. That's not a very good battle. Moles popping needle has 7 defense. Yeah, that's really weird. Oh, right. Sonic. Wow. Mm-hmm. Very annoying. Do wonder what's in this chest. Trimate. Ah, okay. Bam, 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 bam. Mm. Akira room. There we go. Oh, nice surprise attack. Why not? So like I said earlier, what we are currently doing is grinding our character to a certain level so that the run is far more easier than what it would be normally. By doing so, we ensure that our party... okay. I have... oh, sweet. We ensured our party will survive, and as such, we also currently kill a few characters to make sure that experience gain is shared through the current character. Experience gain in this game is actually shared, not earned. Meaning by that, for example, if an enemy gives 500 experience point and you have 5 characters, it will be divided by all of those characters rather than each of them earning 500. Alright, so Chaz, level 23, Chaz will equip Thermic Helm. Ah, whatever. There we go. So we put Chaz in the front because we want him to perish very soon as well. And we can in us out. Save. And we go back here. We'll continue our very glorious quest of being extremely strong. So a 2-enemy battle will give a big amount of experience point rather than a small amount to each of my characters. What's more, all of the enemies in this cave are vulnerable to fire. So that is why using the flame sword, which casts a flyly-like spell, which is a fire single target spell, is very helpful. Normally, Ren would be equipped with the Napalm Shot, which is a stronger version of a weapon. It's a single attack weapon, but the problem is I forgot to pick it into Q-Run, so it's currently sitting there. At any time, we can revisit the satellite to get the Napalm Shot, but since it's not an essential weapon through the run, let's forget altogether that it exists. We got Rika to level 28. At level 28, like you saw, she learned the Jizar technique. That is an AoE healing spell, technique, sorry, that will heal everybody for a moderate amount of damage. As such, we'll be basing a lot of our strategy around that. For many bosses up to now, we'll be using this technique to make sure that the rest of our party remains alive. Bum 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 bum. Okay. So okay. Dun, dun. Oh no! Da-da-dum-da-da-da. A solo owl, eh? I've been going back and forth for a while now without checking very much what's happening. Maybe I should do so. Nearly done with this part. Do doom 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 doo doo. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so Ren got to level 28, that's very good. We just need Rika to get to level 31, do a few more battles, and then we'll be able to get out. Probably, let's say 5 minutes, maybe a little bit more. Depend on what kind of encounters we'll have. Now, the game is not extremely clear about one detail. When the battle resolves, it says each got a certain amount of experience, so that means each of our character will get this experience and a set amount of Mazita. In this case, okay, 31. We do get Mazita, but not, for example, 500 times the number of character that we have. The amount of money is set. So that's a difference between experience, and that may be a little bit confusing. Please don't stop doing techniques. I want Rika to remain alive. Thank you very much. Rika, G-Res on herself. One more battle and we'll be out. There we go. That will be enough. Needless to say, that was a little bit lengthy, but still a better option than dying too early. If we do any route, the regular routes, this part is far more straightforward, and of course that means the upcoming boss battles will be a lot more deadly. So state order, Ren, Kira, Rune, Rika Jazz. Let's redo that. Ren, Kira, Rune, Rika Jazz. Equip Psy Shield number 1, Psy Shield number 2, Psy Circlet and the Reflect Roll. There we go. Rika equipped the Plasma Claw plus the Silver Tusk. Kira will have Reflect Shield, Silver Crown, Phantom Robe, and Plasma Field. Ren keeps his weapon, and Chaz remove his sword. Now we use Escapade. And Ice Digger to get ourselves to Titan. I could also use a Telepipe if I had any. Oh, that was not. Alright, despite what Chaz actually said, we are not going in right now. Instead, we'll be heading to Jarut and Ryuka, where we will finish upgrading our weapon. So we need to sell the outdated ceramic sword. There we go. And we buy the Leiko sword, which is a very much better weapon for Chaz. So Leiko sword, there we go. We'll do some macro. Kira will do Gra, Rika, double slash, flare, attack, attack. I don't know why. It's very much useless. There we go. And back to Tyler. Whoops. Sorry. And on to Air Castle. Air Castle, the longest dungeon in this game. We normally have two objectives into the any round. The first is to get to the top of the castle where the triplets awaits us. Those guys are guarding the entrance to the basement, and the problem is that if we do not defeat them, we'll never get the Eclipse Torch, which currently lies into Leshek's possession. So what we need to do is get to the top of the basement of the air castle, dispose of the triplets, and then go all the way down to meet Leshek. On the way there, we also have three sub-objectives normally. The first one is to get Rika to level 28 before we fight Leshek. Now she's level 31 and you might be saying, okay, but there's no need anymore, right? Yes. But usually that's not the case. Usually you enter here at level 25. Well, okay, this is fine. That is very much under-leveled compared to what you are supposed to be. So one of the tricks that we apply is to dispose of the triplet in a certain way that will reproduce once we get there. And Rika will once again be the only one that will reap all of the experience point from the boss battle. So normally that is more than enough for her to climb back to level 28, where she learned the Jizar technique, which is used afterward to manage a lot of the boss battles that we'll fight. The second sub-objective is to get room to level 26. where he'll be learning the strongest fire attacking spell, Nafoi. This is a very important technique to have, as Lashik actually has vulnerability to fire. So that's what we will exploit against him. And that is why Nafoi is essential at this point. Lastly, the other sub-objective is to get Kira to level 29, where she will learn a very interesting skill that is named Warla. Warla is effectively able to do kind of like a blessing, which is a defense boosting spell, and that will allow us to save a few rounds against Lashik once again. Run failure. You see, that's a mistake that I made. The reason why we fight most of those battles in the any route is not only because we need the experience, but also because there are a lot of enemies that are able to stop us from running away. In this case, the Stoneheads. They have rather good agility, so the chance of having run failures against those is fairly good. Bum 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 bum. Right. So you may be wondering why we put Rune into the third position. He's a wizard, and as such he does not have a very good pool of hit point, and you may be right on that. The reason we do so is that Rune is also currently equipped with 2 Psy Shield, and as such he has a very good defensive skills and not defensive skills. What am I saying? He has very good defense and very good magic defense, and he will take much less of a beating than if it was Rika at that same position. So that is why we put Rune at number 3, but that does not mean he's immune to everything. The problem now lies in fact with the fact that if Rune dies, we don't have any more a way to revert our character, so we'll have to resort using items we otherwise would love to keep until we get there. You go, female. Go, go, go! You can do it! Dum dum da, dum dum dum, bum 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 bum, da da da. Nice! Dimension Worm. You can always safely run away from those battles. They are easy to run away from. Now I'm just realizing that we haven't fought Frost Saber, and that is weird because usually that is a fairly common enemy right here. Alright. we are at the triplet fight. This is not a hard battle, this is a technical one. We need Rika to be equipped with the plasma field. Over this. That way, Rika will be able to survive the massive counter-attack that we will trigger against those guys. They have a particularity. If you attack them with an AoE skill or technique, they will counter-attack with Thunder Blast. And Thunder Blast is a very high thunder ability like that, but we have the Plasma Field equipped, and Plasma Field will reduce a lot of the damage that we take from this attack. Usually, because you also want our dear friend Ren to go quick, which he did not. So you see why Ren is nicknamed the maker or breaker of run. You will shift yourself. The idea now is that those guys need to die at the same time, otherwise this can happen, and most of the time it ends up being a run failure. So that is why we actually grind to very high levels, because this was a very dangerous part. This could have gone wrong on so many levels. Now that it's done, the way to the basement is open, but we are not done yet. In the casual playthrough, you can always go back, save, and come back, and the way to the basement will still be open. So that's an obstacle less that you need to worry about. But in the ending routes, we do exactly what I did, which is defeat the three mages, step on the healing pad, Innes, and continue on. So what this means is, if anything goes wrong now until we get out of here, this is pretty much run dead, because the time needed to go back through everything is very long. At this point, we rarely heal Ren, as he has pretty good defense, not as good as Rune, but still, and since he's an android, he will heal 1 or 2 hit points per steps we take. Since we've done a lot of steps from the last battle, he should be full by the time we fight another battle, so that is very convenient. We get the Stardew. The Stardew are probably, if not the best item to have, one of the best items, because it's basically like a boosted Jizar, and it's usable by any character. It will heal all of the humanoid characters with a boosted second level healing spell. Meaning by that, Ren will not be affected by a Stardew, but that's still very good to use in a critical situation. Ren can heal himself with the recover skill that he has, and we will build a few of our macros around that idea. Hey, Frost Saber! I was beginning to wonder if they were still around. Let's go with that. Firestorm. Apologies. Now that is a risk. Because the Chaos Sorcerer can do a big amount of damage to your party. And it's fairly easy to run away from those battles. The reason why I went on it is because of greed, of course, but also because I hope that those guys can drop a Moon Dew. The Moon Dew and the Sol Dew are two items that can very conveniently reaver our character. They are pretty hard to get until the later stage of the game, so that's why once you have them, you treasure them until, of course, you get room to get Reaver. At this point, it's pretty much a given because he learned it through Nervous. And Chaz to level 25, where he will learn Reaver as well. That was mean. We'll have to use our Moon Dew. That is pretty much a scenario for the worst. Bum bum ba dum dum dum. Flame sword. There we go. Healing. We're set. Only you need to recover. Now we do some macro. Flare. Double slash. Crosscut. Nefoy. Human. There we go. Ren will use the Psycho Wand. Rika double slash. No. Rika double slash Chaz. Air slash. Nefoy. Human. That is macro for healing. So Jezar. Recover. Next crosscut. Nefoy. Human. There we go. And another scenario where things went very wrong. Recover. It will do Nefoy, double slash, and crosscut. There we go. So we're set. We hope that the ghosts will be friendly. Good job, Rika. Because this guy, oh, level 25, neat. This guy can actually do corrosion, which will hurt right before a major boss. And he can also insta-kill, which is probably worse if it lands. Alright, Lashik. First turn, of course, we get our buff up. Nefoy, Sainer, and Gitu. Nice. Come on, Ren. Good job. Okay. Recover. You use a Stardew. You will shift Chaz and crosscut. Wow, twice in a row. Guess we'll take a chance and do Macro C instead. Wow! It's pretty rare to have that many another gates through this battle. It should reinforce. Wow! Woo! That was close. Reinforce. Good job. So at that point he's pretty much stronger, but we use the Psycho Wand to neuter on this boost. And we'll... oh, Chaz will probably die here. We'll pretty much YOLO the rest of the fight. So I want you to flare. You will do Ewan, Nafoy, use Soldu on Chaz. There we go. Sketchy fight, but we did it nonetheless. I took the time to actually bring back Chaz because the XP that he gives normally is more than is very much welcome for the blonde guy. So for the sake of this run, of course, that was not needed because Chaz is already higher in terms of level than he's supposed to be at that point. But I'm playing the game as if it was not the case. That way I'm able to showcase a lot of the problems that can arise everywhere. Alright, so go back to Zosa. We do some macro. Rika will attack, Ren, Blair, Chaz attack, defend and defend. There we go. Ren uses the Eclipse Torch. Rune Ewan. Kira will do Gifoy, Rika Disrupt, and Chaz Air Slash. Yeah. And Macro E. Ren does Barrier. Chaz Browse. Rika Attack. Rune Beam, and Kira throw in a res. There we go. Safety save. Use the Isiger. Wait. Mies. Much more easier. Hello Dragoon, I hope you're having a great day so far, and I hope that the remainder of your day goes as well, or even better. How are you doing? Run failure. So we'll take the time needed to kill those guys. As you can see, my shield points go rather low quickly. Alright, the Garbeck Tower. If Final Fantasy V has its Meat Castle, we have our Meat Tower. This is a very strange dungeon that cannot be related to a lot of other dungeons into the JRPG era. The idea here is that we need to climb at the top because the problems that are plaguing Desolis are probably located there. By doing so, we'll solve a lot of the problem, but of course, we'll have to face a lot of battles and we want room not to be killed. Please, thank you, game. Or not. In a regular any run, that will be very problematic. I still have my Soul Dew, and that is not something you want to use. Currently, Chaz sits at level 25. Usually he will be level 24 at best if you are starting this dungeon. So that gives you an idea on how risky it can be. Doing well for a Monday. Oh, okay. Good to hear. Have a seat and enjoy then. And we get the power shield. The power shield is a very neat piece of equipment, as it's able to do a shift-like technique on the character that uses it. And since Rika is the only one that has shift, and she will have her hands pretty much tied with healing and other skills, that is very much useful. Ah yeah, true. The other nickname of this area is also the Garbage Tower. So, fun fact, if you encounter Centaur through this game, it's usually a good omen because they are fairly easy to run away from. Now, that's rather weird because you expect four-legged creature to be quite fast, and that's not the case. So this is very much welcome, although those guys are not welcome. We call them the little Juzas in reference to the wizard that the wizard that we fought earlier in the game. They are nasty, as you can see. The Force Flash do a fair amount of damage, and they have access to a ton of buff spells, so they'll spend most of their time boosting themselves if they're not trying actively to kill you. The thing that are rather interesting in these fights is that they have one chance in 7 to actually do Force Flash, so that gives you a chance. And they never raise their magical defense, so that is why we do a macro where we use the Eclipse Torch followed by Flamestorm. That will kill them almost every time if we are able to survive the onslaught. Bum 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 bum. Alright, so this is the longest floor in this dungeon. A dangerous place where we'll meet clones of the triplets, and those guys can be quite deadly here. Wow, that was quite a crit on room. Apologies. Hey, luckily I'm still good on healing myself. It's not unusual that we spend a lot of resources here. Sorry. By resource, I mean healing technique, healing skills, and even items sometimes. You don't want to go that far though. So, you've seen one of the particularities of this game. In terms of navigation, if you end up hitting a wall that is a corner, the game is able to determine that it is a corner and it will try to go around it. The problem lies, in fact, with the idea that sometimes we don't want to go around the corner, like, for example, the switch trigger that we bumped on earlier. We do not want to go around, we want to actually hit it. But since this game has rather quick navigation, we are walking rather fast, it's not unusual to go around the eye and having to turn around and so on. Okay, so I need chat to reassure me, because I just saw welcome to the chat room, so I hope that I'm still live. Please tell me nothing wrong has happened. Right, so those three guys are very deadly. Mistake. I should run away or there we go. It's a much better idea to run away rather than try to fight this one. So, can anybody confirm me that I'm still alive? Ooh. That was a nice browse. Since there are so many dead, we'll try to finish this one. I'm still alive. Thank you, Jin Candeson, doing the good work. Alright, let's take just a little bit of time to make sure that we are healed. The only one that's missing hit point is Rika, that's fine. So remember that I said we keep the leather shield. Here is the reason why. There we go. Stayed. And now we do some macro. So Ren will recover, Chaz, crosscut, Rika, double slash, Rune, know what, and Kira, you win. I'll get you back in a few moments. Medivh, Flare, Nefoy, double slash, attack, there we go. That is a setup scenario. We use a repair kit in case something goes wrong. Nefoy, and we want Chaz to use the power shield. There we go, that's fine. Chaz will do a reverb. Ren uses a trimate. Kira, Gifoy, Nefoy, and double slash. Rune, reverb. Ren use a trimate. Gifoy, double slash, and a crosscut, and we're set. This approach, no problem, Jin Candeson. Have a good lurk, and thank you very much for being here. I hope you're having a great day so far, and I hope that the remainder of your day goes as well, or even better. Alright, so really angry Spider Bro. Shadow Breath can be quite deadly. The only characters that normally survive this are Ren and Kira. So you will flare, you will Medivh yourself. The reason why we do this is to allow Rika to use the power shield. Lightning shower, that will do a big amount of damage. Luckily we have a solution for this. Macro C. We want Dark Force 2 to do as many single attacks as possible. Usually that will mean a very good outcome. Unless of course it's Chaz. In which case the blonde guy dies. Rune, oh, that was close, but he can survive this. Shadow Breath is a very, very strong single attack darkness elemental, so that's why we took a lot of damage in. Macro C, there we go. Oh, that was fast. Ah, that's because Chaz. Okay, the problem here is that once you die, you lose the Saner boost that you have. Evil Eye? Ooh, bonus round. So that means Chaz, since he died, is not as fast as he could be. And that could be a problem. We need to be careful about that. You know what? You will do double slash and crosscut. Bonus round because Evil Eye does not land often, and okay, Chaz is pretty much dead. This is fine, we have a solution for this. It's not unusual that character dies. We just don't want that to happen often. Now we need to be wary about Rika's TP. Ow. Dark Force 2 is out for blood. Maybe stop? I mean, in a normal run, this will pretty much be a run dead. That many AoEs plus having to spend 2 Stardew's. Very unwelcome. Oh well, we won, that's what matters. Alright, so Kira is taking a leave from the party. That is sad because she was very much helpful. Luckily, we'll be able to get our hands on the very best character of the entire Algol Solar System. You will see soon enough. Oh, I forgot. Needed to go to Gambia's temple first. Ah, sorry. So the bishop here reveals to us that there's still a piece of something that we need to get, something called the Arrow Prism that is trapped on Matavia, so we'll be going back there. This item will reveal the road to Rykros, which is our next destination. Whoops! No worries, everything is fine. Bum bum. Alright, we're back on Matavia, but sadly we will not be able to recruit Demi. She's only appearing to update Ren and give us the aerofoil, which is the only vehicle able to float around on the planet. So first of all, we'll recut group. Next, we use the aerofoil we just acquired, and we meet Seth, the man, the myth, the legend, the mustache. Seth. Seth is so strong that when he sneezes, that's actually the planet moving around him and not the other way around. Can you believe it? I sure can. Alright, so Rune will do Jigra, Ren attack, Chaz air slash, and Rika disrupt. There we go. Macro B, we do. Ah, okay, let's redo that one then. Jigra, Ren attack, Chaz does air slash, and Rika disrupt. There we go. Okay, I see what I've done wrong. Flare, Rika will do a double slash. Chaz, crosscut, Rune, defend. There we go. Defend. Macro H, Ren will do spark. Chaz crosscut, Rika double slash, and the other two defense. There we go. Now Ryuka to Nalia. All right. Hello Arian, I hope you're having a great day so far, and I hope that the remainder of your day goes as well or even better. How are you doing? The Leviathan is very deadly, so you need to avoid this battle. Need to move further down. There we go. Come on. That's a lot of encounters, you don't want those. And we are here to get a little bit of levels. Not that much. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, so Vorpal Sphere will do that one. Nice. The idea is that once again we are getting an additional cushion that will help us through the remainder of this run. Now let's try with this one. Ouch, that was quite a beating. Okay. No, that's not what I wanted. This is not a big problem. Need to be careful here because the Valhalla Fort is a very mean dungeon, so this can go wrong rather fast. Okay, so we should be approximately around that. Flame launcher. Okay, let's say that we are approximately at bum, 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 bum. All right. Yay. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Normally you get here and you're not supposed to have set around, so that will mean a little bit of XP boost to our very precious and helpful friend. And this is very fine. Bum 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 bum. Ouch. Hello Lady Ariana, I hope you're having a great day so far, and I hope that the remainder of your day goes as well, or even better. How are you doing? Gibral's on you. Dum dum dum. Down, 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 down. Ah, pretty unfortunate. Alright, so that should not take long. Doing okay. All goes around. Pretty standard. I'm currently doing another take on the marathon safe run because last time I do think that I was doing it on my PlayStation, on my Genesis, and the colors were wrong, the controls were janky, so that's why I want to do another take on this. Oh, okay, so this is a battle that could prove to be deadly. One more battle and we should be set. And no, that is not a pun on our mustache man friend. Okay, maybe one more, just to be sure. Oh yes, that will be enough. There we go, we're set. We're set. Ryuka to Calorie first. We're set. Ren, Rika, Rune, Chaz. There we go. Now do some macros. Set will do a Death Spell. Rika, Saner. Ren, Flare. Rune, Nufoy, and Chaz Crosscut. There we go. Set attacker. Ren uses Trimate. And the rest unleash. There we go. And macro H. Set does Corrosion. We got Disruptor, Chaz. Air Slash. Ren attack. And Rune does Ewan. There we go. So Ryu got the crew. Alright, and now we can go through the island cave. So unless we encounter those guys, we'll be running away from the battle. The reason why we are killing those is that they have fairly good agility and we can have run failure against them. That is no more a problem. Even on a regular run, they cannot do a lot of damage. Oh, mistake was made. Well, be very fast. And we managed to get a level from them. Oh, sweet. Okay, so like I was saying, in the any route, usually if you encounter flame newts, you kill them anyway, because run failure is not a very big problem against those, but that takes time. So rather than trying our best to run away from them, you kill them. They pay decently well, and it solves two problems with one move. Ow. Now that's the time to do Death Spell. Right, so whoops. Come on. We pick the lying Soldu here. And then let's resume our wandering through this dungeon. Oh, wow. Ambushed by those guys at this point is very unusual. And uncool from this game. Very high encounter rate up to now. Getting some praise from the man himself. Wow! Ambushed by 2 oozes. So usually you do macro A against the big ooze. That way you get rid of it pretty quickly. But in this case we are much stronger than what we are supposed to be. So running away does not pose any problem. Oh, still getting praise from the man himself. Wow, I feel blessed. Ba ba bum 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 ba. Alright, let's heal ourselves. Seth does not need healing because he's fine. Equip the Lako Circlet and let's continue. So we need to state why we do this. The game has a bug, in fact, where it will not update the stat of your character, but refers to data that is stored in memory. So that's why we do state. We force a refresh, so that when the game actually do some spells, technique and so on, it compares what's happening. Oh my god! Oh, that will be hard. No! We'll try our best. My blast. Okay, so Chaz is sleeping. Standard. Wake up. Standard once again. Flare, you will use you will do Saner, in fact. Yes, you will do Nafoy and you will use the power shield. I want Chaz to be faster, that's why I did another Saner, and he will have the monopoly of the power shield right now. This is fine. Flare, I want you to do D-Ban and Crosscut. This is fine. So you will use a Trimate on Rune. I want you to use the power shield. There we go. Boy and Crosscut. We had a lot of encounters on the way to the... Wow! Now we can do macros. So we had a lot of encounters on the way to the top of the island temple, so that's why we're having a time loss here. Okay, so since we woke up, we will need to update our stats. Saner, arrows, there we go. Yeah, what I just said is important. In this game, if you get asleep and you normally wake up, your stats gets updated. Okay, let me be clear. That means, for example, currently my characters are still saner unless they wake up naturally. If they wake up naturally, at that point the buff will pretty much go away. If we wake up by way of doing arrows, the buff is still applied, so that's why you want your character to remain asleep when they are put asleep, so that room is able to wake them up and not lose your buff. Boom, dum, 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 da, da. Up to now, that's a pretty good fight. We don't want Dark Force 3 to do a lot of corrosion. So him doing single attacks like that is a very good scenario. Double slash, Nafoy, and throw in a nurse slash. Air slash, not an air slash. What am I saying? Nice. So we bought a lot of primates for this exact battle. Nice. So you will... do I have a macro for this? Yes, but we don't have any more crosscut, so we'll have to do things manually. Such a bother. Ouch. Oh. Recover, you will Jizar. Air slash. Wow. Nice. Flare, you will... I think he should die this round. Like now is a good time. Oh well, I guess we'll have to finish this game with only 4 characters. That will be hard, but we'll have to do our best. So Ryuka to category. And we don't need to actually step on the healing pad. What am I saying? Because once you get to Rycross and not Kuran, you will actually step on the healing pad. So no need to do that job twice. Space! Alright, so we got a quest to meet some guardian, defeat them, and come back here. So we'll need to oblige. Bum 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 bum. The guard shield. And the guard sword. Now Chaz will equip the sword and Rika will wield this over the Genesis Claw, and we Ryuka outside. We need to find the hydrofoil right there and head over the first of the towers. Whoops. Whoops again. Safety safe, enter the tower. So we make a beeline for one of the most important item of the game, if not the most important. And no, it's not the best weapon of the game and so on. Ouch! Woo, that could have been deadly. This is the God Rod. The God Rod is very helpful. There we go. Now we set up a few macros. Rika will eliminate the Ren, use the God Rod rune Dean. Attack, there we go. Rika uses the God Rod. Ren, Flare, Rune. No what? Crosscut, we do know what because most of the enemies here are strong against fire. There, God Rod, and you know what? There we go. Ren uses the God Rod. Rika does Jerez. You know what? Crosscut. And lastly, everything went fine. So we do damage. You know what? Crosscut, I need to check. Okay, everything is fine. Excellent. So first of all, let's do a little bit of healing because we got beaten up pretty solidly. And Innes. Safety save. Always do that. Even in a regular run, we always do so because now that we are on Rycross, pretty much any of the battle that we'll fight from now on until the end of the game has the potential of either killing us or hurting us really badly. So as such, we need to be careful. And being careful means that you have to save. Gee, how are you doing? I hope you're having a great day so far, and I hope that the remainder of your day goes as well or even better. Headache. Ah, that's annoying. 2 Tylenols and a little bit of rest, that may help you. Alright, so recover here, otherwise we're fine state. Let's go. The Devars here is a physical attacker only. As such, we need to be careful on what we are doing. So Saner, I want you to use the God Rod and the Power Shield. That would be a good setup. The reason why we did the Flare here is to force counter of Disrupt Arm. Disrupt Arm will do a bit of damage to us. In fact, it will be very hurtful. But why we do so? It is because the single attack that... Oh, the Power Shield. What have I done? Yep. We're okay. Okay. The Disrupt Arm skill is actually easier to recover from than the single target attack. His single target attack is very strong. It can one-shot any of, not any, but many of your character. So you want to avoid this. At this point, we are watching for Chaz's hit point. He is getting much more beaten up than the other characters. Doing archaeology just like that. Oh, I'm curious and I want a little bit more details on that. Otherwise, we will pretty much manage the battle with macros, since we have an answers for pretty much everything that this opponent does. I'm traveling the treasure that my cat civilization buried. Oh boy. Oh. Okay, that kind of archaeology. Okay, now I get it. Bam 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 bam. And we learned the Natu technique. We won't use it, sadly. Alright, so update equipment. We got some pretty neat rings, so we need to equip it. Ryukatu Silence Temple. Alright, hydrofoil once again. And this time we head over here. There we go, safety save before entering Courage Tower. This is the hardest tower of the two, because we'll be spending quite a lot of time there. Okay, what have I done? Oh, okay, that macro. This is fine. Alright, second detour right down here. We'll get another Stardew, which is very much welcome. Good job, Rika. Those guys are very mean. They can drop Stardew though. So that's why you usually welcome them. This is the rare drop, so no guarantee at all you will get them. This is a very dangerous fight, as those clones have a very high potential of destroying your runs. And those guys are, as well, cannot escape. Oh boy. Woo! We survived. So you need to heal. There we go. Climb up. We made it to the top. Making sure that everything is well. Now this guy is all magical, so we need to raise the barrier first. Use the God Rod and use the Power Shield. Barrier up, that's good. Tendo, that's bad, but not extremely bad. And now we macro. So this guy has access to Fly Lee, Tendel, and Ewan. If he does Fly Lee, we are very happy because a lot of our characters would take very little damage from it. If he does Ewan, ouch, and Tendel, very much ouch. So basically we are hoping to get roasted alive while doing a maximum amount of damage. Rune is the only character that will take a good amount of damage from Fly. The reason being that he's a Dysolution and not a Motavian, so his resistance to fire is actually weaker compared to the other. In fact, he has a weakness to fire, so that's why Fly did a good amount of damage to him. Up to now, the Salus has been very kind to us. Proof. Yeah, that was awesome. Alright, so first of all, we need Rika to equip the guard claw over the guard shield. Chaz, equip. I'll go ring, then guard shield and plasma field. Okay. There we go. Now Ryuga, Inus, and then Ryuga to silence tempo. Everything went well? Yes? Alright. Experimentation. Chaz be like, well, yeah, but his reasoning is pretty sound. If you take the time to read, he's only questioning himself because he does want to save the galaxy, but not on the terms given to him by the Great Light, because if he does so, he feels like he's only obeying to a superpower, and as such, he feels like he will be no more than copying Zeo. And that is not an invalid way of thinking. That makes sense. So he's trying to seek validation somehow. And that is why we are currently visiting here. To remind to Chaz that actually he's not only fighting for himself and his belief, but also for the sake of the entire Algo Solar System, kind of like a lot of saviors do and did before him. Oh, Ghost of the Sword, guide me. Oh, I had another welcome to the chat room. So please tell me that I'm still alive. I would very much appreciate that. Nice, thank you. Yes, please. That's where I wanted to go. That way we head over to the perfume shop right here, where we finally can buy a lot of dues. So now we sell stuff. Alright, so ceramic shield, gratitude, ceramic mail. We can now sell the leather shield, Lego slasher, plasma claw. So what we are doing is currently emptying our inventory of no more used item. Kind of what we will do into the... do we sell this? Oh, no, we keep it. Okay. Kind of what we will do if we were into the any run. The wood gaming is no more useful. Guard sword. Next, the Psy crown. Else the gear. There we go. Nickel circuit. And we keep the guard shield can go. There we go. So now we buy See, you may be on your way to save the Algo solar system, but that's no reason to cheapen out on money. You can try to negotiate with this guy and will never give you a soldier. Bada bada bam 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 bam. Alright, so everybody that has helped us through the game is now gathered here. But as Chaz just said, we can only pick one of them. So we'll be picking Kira. Since, like I said earlier, she's second best in many of the fields, so that is why we'll do so. So Kira will equip Reflect Shield and Plasma Field, there we go. And now we do a lot of macros. Rika Disrupt, Chaz attack, Ren uses the God Rod, Ewan, there we go. Macro G, Chaz does a Reaver, Ren uses Trimate. Human and Sailor, there we go. Ren, that is set up. Sailor, I want you to use the Power Shield and the Void, there we go. Macro E will be healing, so Rika uses Stardew, Ren, Recover, Kira will use the God Rod, there we go, Crosscut and Nafoy. Give me all of your money. Yeah, right. So, middies, there, Nafoy, double slash, crosscut, and we repeat that one. Kira will do middies, flare, attack, and Ewan, there we go, where's it? So that was the macro G. You need to give me all of your savings. We walk by the hole, we save, and we enter this place. Usually I did some attempts at level 29. So getting here at level 32 for Chaz is good. Alright, so if you suffer from PTSD or you took some funky stuff, please don't look, as you will go on a serious bad trip. This is probably one of the weirdest endgame dungeon in the entire history of JRPG. Very weird. Dum 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 dum. Oh, come on. Well, I don't apologize. This was not my fault. Oh yeah, that was very good, Dragoon. Okay, Centaurs. Throw Lancer, that's annoying. Yay! Right, Chad, Jerez on room. And pretty much everybody else. There we go. Can save some healing for Ren from now. From this point on, we can encounter some very mean enemy. That is pretty much a clone of Dark Force. Like I said, he's very mean, so you need to be prepared to attack him because he will do a bunch of damage to your party. I don't recall his exact name though, but we made it. Nice! Let's finish our setup then. Flare, Rika will do double slash, Kira, Malfoy, Rune, Ephes, and Chaz crosscut. There we go. Macro D. Flare, Malfoy, double slash, air slash, why not? And macro H, that is the panic button. River, Kira will do flight, not flight. I want you to do Medis, Flare, and Saner. There we go. Healing, we're set. So if you have any bit of luck and wish to redeem it or spam the charm with your luck, this is it. This is the moment you're looking for, because we are about to fight the very last boss of this game, Profound Darkness.
Thank you. Lucky.
Thank you, everyone. That is very much appreciated. Oh, bless the God. Alright, so for first phase, because of this exact skill, can be extremely deadly. Shadow Breath is now at its top in terms of attack power, so it can do a big amount of damage. Luckily, as I said earlier, we are stronger. What I need to do? No, I don't have to do that. So you can flare, you will Medeaser. There we go. That makes more sense. So the idea is to do our fair amount of damage, hope that Chaz actually do something, but without overspending on our skills. Great, bonus round. So you will Malfoy, attack, and you win. Yeah. Shadow Breath on Ram, fine. There we go. It should phase out pretty much. It should phase out now. Alright, so second phase. Now we'll begin doing some very mean AoE. So we want to ramp up the speed a little bit. So that is why we will do some stronger skills and spells. Grand Cross, so this run is confirmed. Recover, you will use the God Rod, you do Jizar for now. I want you to do Air Slash, yes, that's a good idea. And you will Tendle. We do Air Slash because we don't want Chaz to miss. We want him to hit as many times as possible. Ow! Luckily now Ren is much more able to survive those. He was weak against thunder and lightning, but since he got that ring, he now has very good defense against that. Oh, sweet bonus round. There. You will do Nafoy. I want you to do double slash, air slash, and Tendle. Oh, that was probably not the best course of action, but this is fine. Final phase. The place where it can become quite deadly. Let's go with another Grand Cross. Now this is a scripted fight in the first round, as the boss will always open up with a Megiddo. But after that it goes pretty random, so either we're lucky and survive this, or we died. Physical on Kira, that was pretty much a best case scenario. Excellent. So, no. Double slash, I want you to do crosscut, and I need you to do no what. Pretty rare that we get a bonus round against Profound Darkness. Wow, twice in a row. G, it's all thanks to you. You bless the run, and here's the result. Okay, that's good enough. So let's go with that. Wow, that is very unreal. That many physical on Kira is a blessing. Wow, wow. Take this opportunity, it's pretty rare. In fact, that's unique. So as you're seeing, Megiddo is exceptionally strong. What's more, currently we are on a safe cushion because we have way more level than we are supposed to be. There's the canceling. So now we are in a bad situation. Okay, Bran did his job. Good job, Bran. If barrier was late, it could have meant the death of this battle. Alright. Alright. So recover, Nafoy, double slash, Ray Blade, and know what? Why not? Oh, this won't be a PB. Such a shame. Sub 330 maybe? Okay, so recover, use the God Rod. Stardew. Alright, so what I was saying? Let's concentrate on the battle instead. Air slash and what? And just like that, we win! Oh, please do, please do. But I'm fairly sure you won't be able to clip the entirety of the fight itself. That being said, 6 physical on Kira on Profound Darkness 3 is unreal. I've never seen that. That was amazing. Alright, so 330 for a marathon save run. Clip are janky to do on mobile. Yeah, don't worry, they are probably... Well, what I will do, G, is highlight it and then I will post it into my Discord. And I can send you the DM as well if you wish. Well, I'll post it into Dine and Bdude's Discord in the proper channel. Let me check what I have to do. Yeah, I know. My only worry about that is that the clip will probably not be long enough to cover the entirety of the third phase. But that being said, it's all done. Alright, pretty good. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I will highlight the whole Profound Darkness 3 battle because it was such a nice run. Alright. I'll send you over to Teleo. He's currently practicing Goemon 2. Gambari Goemon 2 something. Because it has been accepted to a marathon. As for me, thank you very much for being here. There will be streaming this week for sure, but when and how will depend on whatever time is allocated to me. I invite you to join my Discord if you want to have any information on that. So once again, thank you very much for being here. I hope that you had as much fun as I did, because I sure did. This week, what's on the menu? I will most probably do a Dragon Warrior 4 run, and in the plans is also brewing a Mystic Quest Day. So stay tuned for more. I hope that you had as much fun as I did, because I sure did, and I hope that I'll be able to see you soon.